need a molding mat, your different balling tools, different sizes, scissors with a sharp point, blending tool. I like to work with the Distress oxides because they react so nicely with water and everything. So my oxides, I use the archival ink to stamp the script stamp onto it because that doesn't react with the water, and that's why I use that. Then you need a water spray bottle, you need some glue, you need a blending brush, and then of course your flowers, your sheets of pre-cut flowers. Okay, I'm going to show you two different ones, the ones that's just white where we color them ourselves, and then the ones that's printed and then cut out, so we don't need coloring on these. Okay, so that's all the tools you're going to need. Alright, let's just put this away and then we can start. First off, I'm going to show you how to color some of your flowers. Let's start with the white sheet. I like to work on this before I cut them, because especially if you work with your blending tool or your blending brush, then this works easier. But I'm going to show you different techniques where you can where you have to cut them before. Okay. Alright, let's start off with that color and that color and that color. Alright, so first of all, start coloring them in. I like to use different colors. See why I like to do this before I cut it out, because then you can, it's just so much quicker. Okay, that's that one. A bit more blue, and you can blend them very nicely. Let's move this one a bit. Put a bit of green in. You don't have to color everything. You can leave some white spots as well. Okay, so that's the first technique of doing that. What you can also do is with your blending brush, work with that too. These works very well if you take a stencil and you do stencil work on top. Let's say you take a stencil like that, just to get some wording on there. You won't see it at the end, but it just gives it something extra. And the stencil brush just goes right into all the corners, so you get very nice detail with it. Okay. Now you can carry on with that and do some more things on there, but I like to leave it like that for now. I'm just going to put a little bit of water on here. That's why I like to use the oxides, because you will see now the water reacts with the oxides and it will give it nice watermarks on there. Almost the same way that the Art Studio paper works. Now we're going to dry it a bit. Look how nice that is. If the water is too much, you can always damp it a little bit. There you are. Now you can see all the nice detail and watermarks on there. Okay, that one we're going to leave now for later on, because we're going to make a beautiful rose out of that. Alright, the second technique where you color your paper yourself. Now I'm going to cut it out a little bit. Okay, let's put that one aside. And now you take your oxide on your craft mat. I forgot to mention that you need your craft mat as well. Let's take a bit of this orange just to get a different color in there. Okay, your spray bottle. Just swipe it through. Now you dry it again, and you do layer on top, you give it layers. So when it's dry, you give it another layer. Okay, let's wipe it again. And try again. Just want to show you on my samples, this one and that one and those two I did with this technique where I've swiped them through the oxides. You can put on as many layers as you like. I think we need a little bit of blue in there. So now what I do is I take a blue oxide, this is a purple one. There's my peacock feathers. It's like a turquoise. Spray it. And let's see what happens. Look how nice that is. Okay, now you can see how beautiful they are. And don't stress or worry about them bending like that or curling up. Doesn't matter. We're going to wet them anyway and scrunch them up and do some things with them. So that's your second technique of coloring your papers. Then let's quickly do the daisy so I can show you. That's exactly the same as the first technique. I'm just going to clean my stencil brush. I'm going to use that color, and let's make it a nice bright one. So you just blend. Okay, and there you've got that one that you can use. Right, I want to show you where's that one on this sheet. I'm going to do a leaf as well. There's so many different techniques that you can do, so you can like really sit and play with this. And let's do one of these ones too. Okay, start with that green. Here I like to use my balling tool, one of the smaller balls. So what you do is you can put your leaf on there, press it, and yes, your fingers will get dirty, but that's fine, doesn't matter. See what it comes out like? But now you take your balling tool and you make the veins with it on the ink pad. Can you see that? Okay, let's do the bigger leaf. I'm going to take another green or different green. Let's do that first. Let me show you. Then I draw in the veins. See how beautiful that is. And then you can go and play more with it. And you can always color more, put different colors on, put brown on. Let's try this. This is the aged mahogany. Just get a bit of edge. You can even do the veins on there with that color. There you are. Beautiful leaf. Okay, again you can put water on, water can react with it, up to you. I like to use a script stamp to stamp over my things. So let's say that's leaf now, we stamp some script over it. Even these flowers. Look at that. Okay. And we'll put that aside to dry. Show you this one. This one I put on the red and I just press it using my fingers, and you get that. I'm going to show you here. That's the one that I've done there with a few of them that you just layer. You just clean your craft mat with a wet wipe and your fingers. Okay girls, that's the different ways of coloring your flowers and your leaves yourself. Now we're going to start making the flowers. When you've colored all of them, you can start making them now. For this rose, you're going to need 3 of these. Okay. So you've got your 3. What you do now is you have a look where the middle is. First one, you cut out one of the petals, like that. Second one, you cut out 2 of the petals. Don't throw them away, we need them, like that. And the third one, you only cut to the middle, like that. And you glue it together. There's one tool that I didn't tell you about, a society stick. But I'm going to use my balling tool. I'll show you guys how to work with that. And then of course your tweezers as well. I found these to work very well, the ones that you don't have to press and hold. This one stays closed when you want to use it. And what you do with it is you put it like that, you start rolling it. Take your tweezer out, put your glue there, just let it help you hold it. Even take your tweezer and put it like that to hold it for you. Okay, now this one is the tricky one, but it's very easy. You take that side and you roll it back. So this is where the society stick works very well, because it's nice and thin. But okay, there you've got it. And now this one, we're going to need the tweezer again. Take it like that, point to the point, and you start rolling it up. You see, I'm going to show you again. Have your heart like this, fold that to the back, and this goes around like that. Take your tweezer to help you with it. And we put some glue in there. We roll it, but that one needs to go to the back. Okay. Just need to let the glue dry. Okay, when you're done with that, you do need to cut this a bit. Just cut it a small, so it's got like a flat bottom. This as well. This as well. Otherwise your rose will like come out, and you don't want that. You want it to be a nice flat rose. That one you cut, and this one you cut off. And then you start putting everything together. You put some glue in here, the big one. More. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. You have to turn this around. Again, the society stick works very well with this. And you don't get that stripes there that the tweezer makes. I'm going to get hold of a society stick right now. This will have to do. It will work as well. So you just put it on there and you roll it over. Put it on there. Roll it. You do that with all of them. Okay, now we're ready to put it together. That one goes in there, and open it up a bit. Don't want it so stiff. Glue in there. See, that one is a bit high, so we're going to cut it a bit more. this one opens. Doesn't matter, let's just close it again. Okay, and there's your rose. I'm going to close this one a bit because to me it's a bit too open. Just bend it a little bit. The shape is fine for you. That's better. Okay, girls, there's your first rose done. Alright, let's do this one. Now with this one, I'm going to wet this. And I'm going to scrunch it up a bit. You don't have to do this, but I just like to do this because it gives the flower a bit more, what do you call it, body. I want to say that. Don't let it dry, open it before it's dry. But don't make it too wet because then you will tear it. Okay. And you just layer it from big to small. And this is now where you're going to need your molding mat. Just dry it a little bit first. You can see I didn't open it completely. Okay. And I need my bigger boring tool. You do that. And in the middle there you put some glue. And then of course you can put a ball or anything like that in there, any bling or even a brad or something like that. You can put that in there. Look how beautiful that is. Okay. Other thing that you can put in is of course the, what do you call them? The stamens. These. I'm going to show you how to work with them. These ones I've just put a few of them on top of each other, glued them, and again press them down with my boring tool. Let's do this flower. Sometimes I don't even cut them, I just pull them off. Okay. Now remember, these ones are already printed for you so that you don't have to, that's for the ladies who don't want to get their fingers to look like this. It's up to you. Now what I do with this flower, that is actually this one. I spray them. And I take each petal and I first crunch it up like that. Don't make it too wet again. And then I scrunch the whole thing. Leave it like that. Okay, and before it's dry, I open it up, but not completely, just like that. And I take each corner or each petal end. I just give it a twist. Take it and just twist it. Okay, there's the four. So now you can see again which one is the bigger one. You always start with that at the bottom on your mat. little bit of glue. You don't put the leaves or the petals like that. Do them off center. Press it in. The last one. Okay. Once again, you can put some pearls or that one's not face down yet. So just to give you an idea what it will look like. There you are. Here's that flower. Okay. Alright. The daisy, you can see we've just colored it, layered it, and exactly the same as we've done with all of them, just from big to small you layer them. It's so easy with all of the flowers. It's just layered together. This one, if you look close, you can see the lines. That same technique I did, but what I've done there is I've taken the flower. I'll show you on this one that's already colored. I've taken the flower and I've taken a smaller balling tool and I made some lines on my molding mat. See how you mold your petals. Let's cut out the other two as well. We'll show you what they look like when you join them together. Don't use a too big ball, because if the ball is too big you won't get the line effect. It will just curl it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You see, it will just curl it a bit, but you won't get that effect. On that one I've used some of these smaller ones for the inside. Of course you can color them before. Let's just for now do that. Don't get glue on your molding mat, because if it goes hard on your molding mat you won't get it off. Don't forget your beautiful flower. Okay. Then of course, you put your leaf. The leaves you can mold a bit. That's why you've got the molding mat. Because you want them to have a bit of a shape. You see, it's got a bit of a shape. And then you can put your leaf wherever you want it. Right. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to use the stamions. These. I will just pull them out. There's small ones, there's bigger ones, and then that one is a bit different. That one you fold in half. I'm going to show you guys. This one you just take like it is, take your tweezer, start rolling it up. You don't have to use the whole one because there's still a lot. You only need a little bit. A little bit of glue there. Okay. Now you open it. Now if you roll it this way, you will see the white. If you roll it that way, you open it, you will see the yellow. Okay, so it all depends what way you roll it. And now you can use that. I think I want a yellow one for that. Let's do a yellow one. And if you feel it's too high, you can always cut it down. And there you have it. Okay, this one works like this. You have to fold it in half, like that. I'm not going to use all of it, I'm going to use only that piece. Fold it in half, take your tweezer, to roll it up. You can glue them together first if you want to, makes it a bit easier for the rolling. But it's fine, you can just do it like that as well. And you see, that's the effect you get with this one. You glue it, and you can use it for whichever flower you want to. Okay, then it's only the rolled flowers that I still need to show you. The others you can play with on your own. Okay, the rolled flowers are these ones. So let me cut this out. Okay, they all work exactly the same. So there you've got those. You start rolling them from the outside to the inside. I like when it's a petal like this, I always like to first roll it a bit with my tool, just to soften it up a bit and to already give it that shape. Then I turn it around with a smaller ball. You see, I pull them to the back. Only on the edges. And you can go on there again if you want to. Okay, now we can start. Just start rolling them. Don't roll them too tight. You can see it's loose. I don't do it too tight. Just keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Take your tweezer out, let it open, and put some glue on there. Fill up that whole area there, and then you just press it down. And there's your flower, and if there's something that's not right, you just bend it. Okay, it's not dry yet, but there you are. That gives you the idea. Okay girls, I think that's it for now. I hope you enjoy making your flowers.